Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new unboxing. If you've seen the last one, you know what's next. It's this thing. Oh my god, is this heavy. Oh boy. Not even sure if you can see much on the second camera anymore because this unboxing setup was not made to take objects this big into account. So this is a racing wheel sent to me by the people I trust. Oh boy. And you can see it probably better if I tip it down a bit. A racing wheel. This is the 288, if I'm not mistaken, the GXT 288. Yep, GXT 288 racing wheel. And I'm just getting a big racing wheel on the side from the other camera. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down and try to open it. This came all the way from the Netherlands again. Oh boy. It got stuck in shipping for a while. Some holidays, some issues. So let's do my best to get... I'm gonna do my best to get this thing open. Okay, so this looks like it's a review sample because some of these seams were previously already opened. And the box is a bit bent. The transporter asked me to take it out of the original transportation package because there may have been some issues with it. They said that it was... the box had to be taped back together for some unknown issue. Let's hope it was all right and it didn't have any problems with it in transportation, because the box, like on the surface, looks fine. It's just that the seals are broken, probably because it's a review sample. But they are letting me keep this, so expect next year a lot more racing game videos done with a proper racing wheel. Oh, I just hit that second camera. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna tip it to the side again and hope it doesn't blow up. So this is where the racing wheel would be. So I'm gonna do my best to take it out nice and easy. This is probably the worst unboxing I'm gonna make so far, because this box is just gigantic and I did not expect it to be as gigantic as it is. Oh boy. Okay, so we have another box inside. This is box section, people. Box section. We have boxes in boxes that contain boxes. And now I'm just giving a full view of a box instead of a lid, instead of the actual gamepad, actual game controller, the steering wheel. Okay, so I can finally take this out. This weighs about 6 kilograms, if you're wondering. Okay, first thing up is the pedals. I'm gonna take them out, put them to one side, and just then present them to you. Okay, this is the wheel. I'm gonna have to take it out somehow. Oh boy, this is a lot harder than it looks. Yep, and everything fell down and everything exploded and everything is dead. Oh yeah, the second camera just fell off. Hold on a second while I put back the second camera. Alright, so after some struggle with the second camera falling off, I finally got this open. So let's see if I can actually take it out of the cardboard thingamabob that's keeping it together and disassemble it. Can I actually take this off without breaking the cardboard thing? I probably can I? I'm gonna have to break it, aren't I? Yeah. I really hate cutting up perfectly usable cardboard that can probably use some... No, wait, I don't have to. I just have to slip this over it. Come on, I can do it. I'm a big boy, come on. This isn't hard. Even Linus can do it. Okay, we have that off. So let's take off the packaging, the plastic wrapping, and then we'll take a look at the pedals. Oh boy. If you're hearing a rattling sound, that is from the mechanism used to stick this thing in place. Since it's not currently bolted onto anything, it doesn't have any resistance to it and it just joggles around. So the wheel. Okay, gotta say I haven't used the racing wheel in quite a long time, but it does feel nice to the touch. Like, the shifter has a nice feel to it, and the camera almost fell off again. Gonna have to move it back again. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, dual camera setup with boxes this big is an issue. Okay, so like I said, the shifter feels okay. At first I thought it had a button up here, but no, this isn't the button. Would have been nice if this actually had a button at least for clutch, but it doesn't. But you know, the GXT 288 isn't what you would call a premium racing wheel. It is, but it is, how shall I say it? When it comes to racing games, you have to acknowledge that premium racing wheels cost more than most PCs do. Like, racing fanatics tend to take this to the absolute limit most of the time. So this is probably, I would say, an entry-level wheel, because it has actually quite a good turning rate of around 270 degrees. You can actually turn this quite a lot, and will let you drive in most games quite well. And the camera fell off again. Okay, so I probably shouldn't be using that secondary camera all that much, but let's take a look at this this gaming wheel. The size of it is, I'd say it's okay. It's on the smallish size if you're not used to this kind of racing. Like, you probably won't have the same experience as driving a car with a big full-size racing wheel. It has a, this will be a joypad, a thumbstick that will let you move around, move the camera around. This controls the, I believe the durability, not durability, the resistance of the wheel itself. So it'll give you more of a fight when you use it. You have a D-pad here, you have L2 and 3 because you don't have, you can't press down on this, and you don't have a press down button on another joypad. You have L2, L1. On the back you have, you can probably use these as flappy paddles if you don't want to use the stick shift, if you want to change gears in games. But they're also useful for, you know, being triggers, not progressive ones, I'm guessing, for video games. And you also have the giant thruster logo in the middle, which, you know, would have probably worked if they made that the home button, but no, this is the home button. You have select and start. It looks okay. Well, the plastic is plasticky. One comment I'd say is that I'm not overly enthusiastic about the way that this grabs on. I mean, this is just a plastic clip. And plastic, how should I put it? Plastic in itself isn't all that resilient, so yeah, these may have issues with resistance. I hope it doesn't come to it. And does it have rubber on it? No, there's no rubber on the grappling mechanism, so yeah, getting this to stick properly to something may be an issue. I hope it's not, but I would have preferred some rubber inserts in there just to keep it tied on. The wheel itself does have some rubber on this part, so you'll probably not have issues with your hand slipping or anything like that. I'll have to see more of that in the actual review. So now let's open up the pedals themselves. Gonna move this aside because it's gigantic. Oh boy. Okay, so the pedals, the ones that you have to put them to the metal. Okay, this one, yeah, the resistance. Ooh, the brake actually has a lot more resistance than the acceleration, which is fine. I'm curious to see if you can actually set the resistance to something else. Nope, but apparently you can push this. Okay, so you can probably, there's a push button there, so maybe that means you can change it somehow and give it less resistance or more resistance, or maybe you can move these. They do look a bit like they can be moved in some sort of way. And this connects to the wheel via this data cable, which should be quite nice. I'm not gonna connect this to the USB hub because, well, the USB hub is currently buried underneath several boxes. And it'll take me a while to dig through it, and the camera will fall down again. But in essence, this has been the unboxing of the GXT 288 racing wheel. I'm gonna pick it up again, which I'm gonna be using to play a lot more racing games. Maybe, you know, I'm actually curious of one thing. Can you use a racing wheel to play StarCraft 2? If I can get a mouse emulator on this racing wheel, I'm gonna do a live stream to see if I can play StarCraft 2 with a racing wheel. At least if I can beat the AI. I can beat Raoul at StarCraft 2 with no problems, like I beat him with every other RTS. But I'm gonna try with the AI at least, see if it's possible. That's gonna be an interesting stream. Say, what other games would you like me to see play with a racing wheel? How about Dark Souls? Or Well, Tetris would actually be quite fine with a racing wheel. Oh, yeah, there's racing games as well. We're gonna have a lot better coverage of racing games because of this. Thanks to people at Trust for sending me this racing wheel to review. The review itself will be out again, it'll be next month. We'll have a ton of hardware reviews next month, so be on the lookout for that one and many others on our channel. Well, that'll be it for this unboxing. See you soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this show. If you enjoyed it, please consider watching some of our other videos and maybe sharing them or giving a thumbs up if you feel like it. And if you really liked what you saw, please check out our Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you could help us make much better shows and get some rewards in the process. Or you could consider buying my book called Tale of Doom. Volume 1 is out now and available for just $2. And as always, if you thought it was horrible, you know where to find me and complain about it.